Whoa. Hello guys, it's J-Dog. Kinda, not really. Um, I think it's pretty obvious what this video is gonna be about, so I'm just gonna be kind of talking about like me leaving like J-Dog in general, you know. Over the years I've been not in the most exact spot of my life, and it was only until recently where I started getting things truly figured out, started actually like getting myself the proper care I do need rather than just scuffing it around and putting myself into the past. Um, and in order for me to feel like I'm starting to actually move on as a person, I'm not gonna like exactly quit YouTube. There is gonna be another account. I'm just not gonna tell you when or like post anything. You'll just find it eventually probably. But I am going to leave this account dormant and just have like 1 to 3 videos of like achievements that I feel like should stick around rather than just disappear with all this new stuff happening. Um, I'm kind of just hoping that all this stuff helps me like move on in a sense. I'm 17 now. I'm going to college soon to try to get a finance degree. I'm like making moves. I got a scholarship as well actually. That's pretty cool, right? A scholarship. Whoa. So, but like it's a lot of shit, right? And you can't exactly just like scoff that around to the side, right? Like nobody can. And I feel like that's like a major reason on why I want to like dip from here and just like make a new account just so I could like not be forced to upload like shit I don't want. It's like when I do get like my new account rolling around, um I'm gonna make it more planned to be on like personal or like just like stuff that I want to do, particularly with my girlfriend that I've had for 8 months now. Like, life's good right now, and I want to keep it that way. And I feel like if I just keep coming back and like witnessing like kind of my past, and every single time I try to do anything revolving like my name, right? You can see where I'm getting at. It gets to a point, you know? Um, And I know that most people aren't gonna like actually sit here and watch the whole thing, so I'm just like gonna talk just kind of in general now. I hope that everyone who has ever like saw me as a person or knows about like the new stuff now, um, I hope they all have a great loving life. I hope that everyone here on the platform grows as a person. I hope that everyone here has an amazing life, you know? And it's time for me to finally pursue that rather than sitting around doing jack shit, you know, playing stupid games. And it is hard to let go. I'm kind of like been in this like stasis, right? Like a stasis of just like not wanting to let go, but the more I do that, the longer it's going to take for me to heal. The longer it's going to take for me to forget about all this stuff that's like kind of gone down because there has been quite a bit of things, just not like publicly, but a lot of things I just don't want to like, encourage in my life anymore. Um, and I feel like once again, a good way of me forgetting about a lot of that is to switch who I am mentally in a sense. Um, my persona is still gonna stick around. I have an emotional attachment to this thing. It's kind of helped me out of a lot of things. Kind of just like a kin thing, like when people online kin to a character for emotional support. Um, my persona is kind of that to me in a way. It's helped a lot actually for me to finally realize that. And I feel like another thing is that due to like sticking around with the J-Dog stuff, I haven't really had enough time to exactly love, I haven't had enough time to sit back, you know, talk to people and build these bonds instead of putting myself out there and trying to like be this popular person in a way. Um, and I feel like due to that, I've missed out on a lot of like essential like connections. And what really kind of showed me that was one of my friends talking to me about the like, whole thing. Like, hey J Dog, yeah man, have you ever like actually sat down and looked around and saw that every single time you talk to someone, every single time you have like an interaction, it makes a spark, it makes a sprout in that friendship. And if you don't leave it like growing, if you don't culture yourself into endorsing like growth within it, you're not gonna make it anywhere with that type of like friendship. And that goes for relationships as well. That's something I've learned like drastically. Communication and attention and all this nurturing and like communication is just a massive thing for everything. And due to like that recency bias that I've just gained from all that, well, not recency bias, but like, you know, just seeing all this, I think it's for the best, you know? Um, I'll never forget the people I've made from being J-Dog. I'll never forget the goals I've set, the goals I've achieved, the goals I've done, the people, everyone. I've met such amazing and beautiful people from being me, and I'm glad, and I really am. Kind of like getting a little teary, but I do really think that this is gonna be a huge step in my life. Um, Even if you saw on like Discord, I've quit Discord. I'm off of it. So this isn't just like a YouTube thing. No, this is like everything. I'm just transitioning into a different point of my life, and as someone who has autism, it's hard. Change is hard, and that's fine. Change is going to be hard. What matters is how you're going to conserve and use it for your growth, which is something I've also learned off of those same friends talking to me about the same things, and I'm glad that I did. Um, I think it's time for me to stop yapping about all this now. This is completely unedited. I'm just gonna post this as it is. Um, Thank you for being here. I love every one of y'all. And for the people that I haven't added yet, or like, you know, told about this, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for not mentioning that it was just for a rebrand. I love everyone here. See ya.